Did you know that some of your everyday driving habits could be slowly destroying your manual transmission? That's right. What might seem like harmless behaviors, such as resting your hand on the gear shift or holding the clutch at a stoplight, can actually lead to costly repairs and significantly shorten the life of your car. Manual transmissions are built to be durable, but they are also precision machines that require proper care and handling. Ignoring these small details can result in worn-out clutches, damaged gears, and even complete transmission failure over time. So if you want to keep your manual transmission running smoothly for years to come and save yourself from expensive repair bills, it's time to break these bad habits. Let's get straight into it. Here are 10 common mistakes you need to avoid when driving a manual transmission, along with practical solutions to fix them. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect your car and become a better, more mindful driver. 1. Resting your foot on the clutch pedal. One of the most common yet damaging habits is resting your foot on the clutch pedal. It might feel natural to keep your foot there, especially during long drives, but this habit can cause serious harm. When you rest your foot on the clutch pedal, even lightly, you're applying pressure to the clutch mechanism. This can cause the clutch to partially disengage, leading to slippage and unnecessary wear on the clutch disc and pressure plate. Over time, this can result in a burnt-out clutch, which is both expensive and inconvenient to replace. To avoid this, train yourself to keep your foot off the clutch pedal unless you're actively shifting gears. Use the dead pedal, the footrest to the left of the clutch, to keep your left foot in a comfortable position. This ensures full engagement of the clutch and prevents premature wear. It might feel awkward at first, but with practice, it'll become second nature. 2. Leaving the car in gear at a stoplight. Many drivers don't realize that leaving the car in gear while stopped at a traffic light can be harmful. When you come to a stop and keep the car in gear with the clutch pedal pressed down, you're putting unnecessary strain on the throwout, bearing, and clutch components. The throwout bearing is designed to handle the pressure of engaging and disengaging the clutch, but it's not meant to be under constant load. Instead of staying in gear, shift into neutral and release the clutch pedal when you're stopped for more than a few seconds. This gives the throwout bearing and clutch components a break, reducing wear and extending their lifespan. If you're worried about reaction time, practice shifting into first gear quickly. It takes less than a second. This small change can make a big difference in the long run. 3. Using the clutch to hold on a hill. Using the clutch to hold your car on a hill is a habit that can burn through your clutch faster than you'd expect. Many drivers feather the clutch and throttle to keep the car in place, but this causes the clutch disc to slip, generating heat and wearing out the friction material. Clutches are designed to handle brief periods of slippage during gear changes, but prolonged slipping can lead to overheating and premature failure. A better approach is to use your brakes to hold the car on a hill. If you're on a steep incline and worried about rolling back, practice the hill start technique. Hold the brake, engage the clutch until it bites, then release the brake and accelerate. It takes a bit of practice, but it's worth it to save your clutch from unnecessary wear. Many modern cars also come with a hill hold feature. Use it if your car has it. 4. Applying excessive throttle at low RPM. Flooring the throttle in a high gear at low RPM is another common mistake. For example, trying to accelerate hard in 6th gear at 40 miles per hour forces the engine to work harder than it should, a condition known as lugging. When you lug the engine, you're putting excessive strain on the internal components, which can lead to long-term damage. To prevent this, downshift to a lower gear to match the engine's power band. This ensures that the engine operates efficiently and reduces the risk of damage. Don't be lazy. Downshifting is key to keeping your engine healthy and responsive. If you need to accelerate quickly, drop a gear or two to bring the RPMs into the optimal range. Your engine will thank you for it. 5. Resting your hand on the gear shift. Resting your hand on the gear shift might feel natural, but it's a habit that can lead to premature wear inside the transmission. When you rest your hand on the gear shift, even lightly, you're applying pressure to the selector fork, which presses against a rotating collar to engage gears. This constant pressure can cause the selector fork to wear out faster than it should. The solution is simple. Shift gears when needed, then return your hand to the steering wheel. This not only reduces wear on the transmission, but also keeps you in better control of the vehicle. If you need to rest your hand, use the armrest or keep it on the wheel. It's a small adjustment that can save you from costly repairs down the line. 6. Riding the clutch during normal driving. Riding the clutch, keeping the clutch pedal partially depressed while driving, is a habit that can quickly wear out your clutch. This causes the clutch to slip and wear out prematurely. The clutch should only be used when shifting gears or coming to a complete stop. To avoid this, keep your foot off the clutch pedal unless you're actively shifting gears. Use the dead pedal to rest your left foot when you are not using the clutch. This ensures full engagement and prevents unnecessary wear. Riding the clutch not only reduces its lifespan, but also decreases fuel efficiency and performance. It's a habit worth breaking. 7. Skipping gears without rev matching. Skipping gears, like shifting from third to fifth, can be convenient, but doing so without rev matching can cause jerky movements and strain the transmission. Rev matching is the process of synchronizing the engine speed with the transmission speed to ensure a smooth transition. If you're going to skip gears, make sure to rev match to avoid putting unnecessary stress on the drivetrain. For example, if you're shifting from third to fifth, blip the throttle to raise the engine RPMs before releasing the clutch. This keeps the transition smooth and reduces wear on your transmission and clutch. It might take a bit of practice, but it's a skill that every manual driver should master. 8. Shifting without fully depressing the clutch. Shifting without fully depressing the clutch pedal is another habit that can cause significant damage over time. When you don't press the clutch all the way down, the gears may not disengage completely, leading to grinding and excessive wear on the synchros and gear teeth. To avoid this, always make sure to press the clutch pedal fully to the floor before shifting gears. It's a small step that can save you a lot of trouble down the road. If you notice grinding or difficulty shifting, double check that you're fully depressing the clutch. This simple habit can prevent costly repairs and keep your transmission running smoothly. 9. Ignoring unusual noises or vibrations. Manual transmissions are designed to operate smoothly, so if you notice unusual noises, vibrations, or difficulty shifting, don't ignore them. These could be early warning signs of issues like worn-out clutch components, low transmission fluid, or damaged gears. The solution is to address these problems early. Have your vehicle inspected by a professional mechanic as soon as you notice anything unusual. Regular maintenance, such as checking and replacing transmission fluid, can also help prevent issues. Ignoring these signs can lead to more serious damage and expensive repairs, so it's always better to be proactive. 10. Overloading the vehicle. Overloading your vehicle can put unnecessary strain on the clutch and transmission. When you exceed the recommended weight limit, the engine and transmission have to work harder to move the car, which can lead to overheating and premature wear. To prevent this, always be mindful of your vehicle's load capacity and avoid carrying more weight than it's designed to handle. Check your owner's manual for the maximum weight limit and distribute the load evenly. This not only protects your transmission, but also ensures safer driving conditions. Overloading might seem convenient at the moment, but it's not worth the long-term damage.